and for some reason she just wants to bark at him.
Of course.
It should be able to hear me. Oh, there we go.
Not right now.
There it is. All right. So there. We live. Tweet announcement. What a glorious day for science. Okay. There's that. Just waiting on our last player. And I am going to remember where I found that Bandcamp music because it's been a while. It's been a while.
I don't know why, but I just heard like a guitar riff in my head after it's been a while.
It's because there is a guitar riff after he says it's been a while.
Maybe I'll just make a Discord bot.
Oh, thank you, Discord, for messing up my mic again, and I was talking and nobody could probably hear me.
Not an inch.
Sorry.
Something about to share.
That's right. That's what it was called.
D-D-D-D-D.
D-D-D-D. Do. And play.
So Brian is in the roll 20. He's just not in.
Yeah, he's probably still feeding puppers.
And I am entering the roll 20 now.
Players have entered the game.
You might even say it's time to play the game.
Hey guys, I have something to tell you. I lost the game.
Damn.
Damn it. Yeah.
It's alright, I upset my husband with that one too.
Hey kids, remember that hit 2010's game? Losing it?
I thought that was finished.
I feel like everybody lost within a year of that.
What's great is like that hasn't been a discussion in our household for like 5 years, and then we saw our friend yesterday and he was like, by the way, you guys lost the game.
Dang.
Oh, what a dick.
What's also funny is apparently they were talking about a streamer who their girlfriend on stream was like, you lost the game, you have to tell all of your chat that they lost the game. And he was like, okay, if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not indoctrinating you into this.
Yeah, it's kind of more of a cult than anything at this point.
You know how, there's a way you can even lose the game harder.
Oh no.
Get it tattooed on you?
Well, yeah, that, but
you lost the game tramp stamp.
You can when you say I've lost the game and to someone and they have no idea what you're talking about.
That's the Uno reverse.
That just means that they weren't indoctrinated.
But now they know.
So
only if you explain to them. If they don't know and they continue to not know and you don't explain it to them, you didn't indoctrinate them into the game. They have to know that if they know how to play the game, that they can lose the game for it to actually count.
Yeah, that's fair.
Otherwise, they won the game.
Oh, so
die without ever knowing about the game?
So back when the game was first starting to go around, some people would do like 20 push-ups every time they lost a game. And one of my brother's friends was in church one time. And his friend or brother leaned over to him like, "Hey, you lost the game." So he got up in the middle of the sermon and just did 20 push-ups in the middle aisle.
My husband says the best way to win the game is to never be indoctrinated into the game, die. Oh, you have to be in the game.
The best way to win, die. It's like,
I
I
see.
don't know.
So you have to
Die,
die
and then be
and then say,
reincarnated as the game.
well, no, you put on your gravestone, I won the game.
Nice. I can dig it.
I don't know, I slightly disagree, though. I think you have to somehow manage to not be indoctrinated into the game. Because if you're indoctrinated into the game, that means you at least lost the game once. You have to manage to never find out about the game, and only be found out about the game shortly before death, but never be told that you lost the game, and then get it on your tombstone. Have you finally calmed your shit?
Even better, on the tombstone it can say, "I had Alzheimer's. I won the game."
Well, all right. It's 15 after, so I'm going to go ahead and say we can start. And just in time. Or, no, he changed that. It's not just in time anymore. It would have been a great bit if he had kept the name. Just in thought. Ugh. Doesn't work for this. If just in time, I'm sticking to that name. If just in time would arrive just in time. Just in thought.
Change it.
Just in thought can arrive whenever he's here, but we can get rolling for the sake of the game that we all just lost.
Why is there a thought?
I do not apologize for also carrying that bit over again. Hello everyone. It's been a while. What's this? New day, new time. It's Dresden Files, Faded Seattle Files, to be specific. I am Rin. I will be playing a character today, but our storyteller can handle the introductions proper from here. Please take it away.
I am Elizabeth, also Samara. I will be running this game. And we are about to have a boss fight.
Yeah. And by fight, I will probably not be helping, but it's fine.
No, that depends.
Hmm.
You might feel just insulted enough about the things he's gonna say that you get involved.
That's true.
Like, you bitch.
Like you, and are a jerk. That being said, character introductions. Since I already said who I was, I am playing Alexandrite Avaricia Wraith, excuse me. Wraith, tongue slurred as I was saying the name. I am a White Court virgin, and she is a social media influencer, and probably just the worst, but everybody loves her. Everybody. Nobody roll your eyes. I'm looking at you, Dougler.
I don't hear that camera. Actually, I do, but it's even plugged in.
Yeah, but I could feel it all the way here.
I have one request though. Don't. No, I won't. I won't do that on live. Hi everyone. I'm Shay or Shay the Fae on Twitch and Twitter, and I'm playing May Fantkili, the half pixie changeling. Yes, thank you.
Yes, I'll go next. Hey, everybody. I am Diggler93 on Twitter and Twitch, and I'm going to play Derek Williams, the Oracle Law student.
We have two other people. One of them is currently muted, and we are waiting on the other one to finish with his pupper. The one that is currently dealing with his pup is Justin Thought. He is a Frankenstein descendant. Um,
My name is Frankenstein.
then our other participant is caught in a web of some sort of other worldly creature. And they are Richard Weber.
Okay. Oops, my mic was muted.
Which is why I started talking
Yes.
for you.
Yes. And hopefully we don't get caught in our boss fight turned into mosh pit. Yeah. Let's not get caught in their web. I'm sticking them off.
There's our Frankenstein descendant.
I already took a minute how to feed the animals, and in-law decided to throw a wrench into wedding plans.
Oh, of course they did.
What
That's
are
what-
in-laws for?
Blueberry, who wants? Blueberry, you want this? You want delivered? Blueberry, look.
Good times.
Blueberry!
Oh.
Babe, I need you to help me wrangle her in.
Oh my.
You don't need that. Here's liver.
Very.
Blueberry Spice Head.
You have water in your thingy. Come on, check for brains.
Oh yeah, my friend's dog just had puppies.
Nice. The roommate's cat, in
Yes.
quotes, is about to have kittens.
Like
The
Stop
strangest
having-
thing.
soon, like in a week or so.
Oh, that's exciting. We like kittens.
I'm allergic,
So,
not really
Is
excited.
a cat in quotes more of a cat or less of a cat?
It's a cat, but it's not her cat. It's a stray that wanders into the house occasionally.
Realistically, you probably won't be allergic to the kittens.
But
You'll probably
then they'll get bigger.
Yeah, but generally speaking, the allergies tend to start after a certain point. They probably won't immediately.
No, and that's true, but they plan to keep one of them and foster the rest, and probably the main cat as well, because they didn't want to assume responsibility for the stray, and now it's just like, oh well, now she's pregnant, and it's like, well,
I think she plans on keeping Rascal and fostering the kittens.
oh well.
So how did Stray become pregnant?
Or I don't know.
It's
We'll
a
have to-
stray.
It's a
because
stray.
it's a stray. It wanders. It doesn't stay in the house.
You
Aha.
can
And it
generally
got
take
lucky.
I
So
think
when
you can-
two cats get together,
Yeah.
I think you can take all of the kittens to the Humane Society, and even if you're planning to foster them out, you can get them all fixed, for free.
Oh, that would
Yes.
that would be great because yeah, they hold on. Let's do this real quick.
Like basically, you're
stream.
Yeah, you're fine.
There we go. It was just that bit of personal information I was muting. Anyways, because I had particular issues with it, and I wasn't just going to put the business on blast.
No, I get it. And we should also make sure to let
Spade and neuter your pets,
Justin.
everyone. Yeah,
But-
Brian, introduce yourself and who you're playing.
well, I think he's helping
Oh,
wrangle their dog. But-
Actually, I am back.
sweet.
Oh yeah, we're live by the way. So like,
Blueberries.
Well, that is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So I am Brian. I will be playing Justin Thought. Kind of the magic necro of the group.
you're not quite a necromancer.
Yeah.
You understand
we
the
have
danger
But I know
of,
enough. I know a lot.
Yeah.
But are
You're
you a
like a
necroprancer?
counter necromancer at this point at the moment.
You're a
I
white
like it.
necromancer.
You're an unnecromancer.
It's true. I do promote more life than death.
Mhm.
Speaking
So-
of which, did we buy you a baseball bat?
I believe you guys
Yeah.
We got
'Cause you
carried
guys-
out.
did. Had time to stop at like stores and stuff to get prepared.
I mean, there's plenty of tools in the back of the van.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, they put up the Discord chat, so.
I think I'll grab a nice iron.
Derek grabbed a knife, and what was the other thing?
Alright, so if you will do me a favor, in the Roll20 chat, go ahead and write down what weapons you actively have on you.
Mine is actually on my character sheet.
That might be true, but I'm just simply asking you to write it down for sake. You have a rapier?
Oh no, read the whole thing. There's no comma.
Okay. Oh, my rapier wit, I see.
Yeah.
For some reason I read that as a misspelling of with, and then I was like, I got confused.
Yes, you have a thick rapier.
That's just a spy hander. Also, I probably have a hand grenade. No, not really.
Well, if Richard notices you not taking any weapons,
I don't have
he-
weapons.
Keep in mind, some people are just simply better with either magic or with their fists or...
yeah, but I don't trust her to be better with her magic or her fists.
I'm currently blanking what the thing is called.
What is it? Can you describe it?
I put it in the game chat, the just the file one. Because that was one of the
That's
things.
a multi-tool.
Okay. Pretty sure it's a flooring tool as well.
Yeah, it's a...
The icy embrace of death.
I feel like the...
They're in
best-
capitals, though, so what is it actually?
I don't
It seems more like a title than a actual item.
Force a habit.
The force of a habit.
The force of a habit.
The force of a halibut. Got it.
There is...
I slap people with fish.
Okay, this is primarily
Just for
Very
the-
hard.
Just for the halibut.
Just for the halibut.
bestial.
For the weapon rating page, it's on 202.
Of your story, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was looking in the other book. Okay.
Add one last set.
Okay, so let's do this. Revolver, tire iron, and a knife. So your tire iron is a weapon 2.
Yep.
Your
The knife is if I get disarmed.
knife is a 1, and your gun is a 1.
Okay.
I'm sorry, your gun is a 2. My apologies.
My gun should indeed be a 2. I
missed the most pistols. I saw the belly guns. Shay, your glass bottle is a 1. Your mace is a 3. Your fist is rated on your fists, and your icy embrace of death will be rated on your magic. Hunting knife is a 1. Your multi-tool is a 2.
Okay.
It's like a hammer pickaxe type multi-tool.
Yeah. And
It-
Awesome.
I saw a picture of it.
steel, I think it would probably most likely be made out of. So
Justin, so your hammer is your focus, and
Yes.
then you have an axe. So your axe, is it like a wood chopping axe or is it like a hand axe?
It is in the there's a picture of it. It is literally a whole set of different tools. So it's probably about it can be used as a wood chopping axe, but it's not like a two-hander.
It's not a two-hander, then it's a 2.
Yeah.
And
That's just one hander.
then the lighter and hairspray will depend on successful use.
yes, absolutely.
And
I just, I figured if there's anything big, bad, and gribbly that I can't go near.
I mean, you also have a gun for that, but that's fine.
Yeah. Gun and a blast of fire are for 2 very different things.
Yeah.
A gun is really good against, mortal squishies. I don't trust my gun versus 9 feet of dead flesh. Or however big the thingy is.
see,
It's
that's why you need the
it's-
dragon shots.
You think I can afford dragon shots? My resources are only 2.
If hillbillies in Florida can afford Dragon Shot, you can afford it.
Let's be honest, the hillbillies in Florida are making the dragon shot.
Also true. Justin can make you the Dragon Shot.
That's true.
Justin is the Florida hillbilly of the group.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next time we'll remember that for next time.
So when last we left our intrepid heroes, you were told specifically to wait on the sorority group to show up to fully embrace attendance at a non-existent party.
It was a setup all along.
So you guys do get the confirmation to start heading to the cabin.
Do we see them there?
You get a text message to head to the cabin from Jessica.
All right, I've got to go ahead.
Then let's get going. Justin?
So, would anybody like a
Can you-
a shot?
Should we call them? Because last time we just trusted a text message. This is literally why.
However, you also got confirmation by calling her for earlier. She specifically said to
True.
avoid that until you hear from me, and now you are hearing from her.
True.
And this was the number that we
Right,
called
yes.
too.
True. Okay. The chances of him or her managing to do it twice is small enough, I suppose.
It's
we shall
also
go.
you are assuming that he has any forewithal that this is happening.
That is true. That is true. We shall go.
We are trapping the trap. That is the trap that was trapped for us. And now they will die.
That was a nice quadruple entendre. Quadruple negative?
Something to that effect, yes.
So, as you pull up, you guys, I assume you guys are familiar with those like 3 tiers of seat vans, like a full
Yeah.
true van.
Yeah.
There's 2 vans parked in front of the cabin with sorority sisters getting out with assorted weapons. Jessica and Lydia both straight up have shotguns.
Thought I was gonna be alone.
Oh, fuck yes.
Several of the girls are not playing games and have dropped any kind of veil that they had hiding what they were. One of them is a straight up Naga. One of them is a hag, and one of them is clearly a red core vampire.
Like a full-blooded one?
Yes.
Frightening.
So, you know, nice black leathery skin and wings and the whole spiel.
A whole shebang.
Her friend is putting a like a belly protector on her as she is standing there with her arms up, like her wings up, and attaching it almost like a corset to protect her belly.
Do you have fucking body armor?
I mean, it's more like LARP gear.
Fair. Yeah, okay.
But, you know, it's probably going to help against this.
What are you wearing?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having, protection outside of my skin.
You know, buy some.
Alexandrite just laughs.
Alexandrite, what are you actually wearing?
She was dressed for a party.
I didn't realize you can just buy body armor.
Body armor's not really in fashion right now.
You realize you live in America, right?
Yeah, you could go to Walmart and buy body armor. It's really not that weird. They won't even question it.
Or just Amazon.
Or Amazon.
So I've got
Amazon makes things so simple. Like we could get same day delivery right now.
You know that there's bulletproof hoodies, right? And you're going to college in America.
Actually, that's actually what my sweatshirt is.
Technically, we're doing a lot better. We survived high school, so college is kind of safe.
So I'm going to take off my coat, and I'm actually going to hand my shirt to Alexandrite.
I appreciate.
We've got to be
that.
bait.
Might help against a knife fight.
Where'd you get this? What's its thread count? Like, what's it made out of? And she's just kind of turning it over slowly in her hands.
Cut-proof material.
Looks at her. It's probably Kevlar, darling.
No, but I mean, is it? What brand is it?
Kevlar. Kevlar is a brand.
Kevlar's not a brand; it's a material.
Yeah, that was material too.
It's a woven material, but who made the hoodie? I'm not going to be walking around in a Walmart sweatshirt, even if it's
that shit and back off.
Also,
it's
Jessica,
made of not dying.
Record, Kevlar is a brand, the same way Band-Aid is a brand.
Technically correct, which is the best kind of correct, but it still doesn't answer my question of where the hoodie came from.
Do you want to get stabbed? Or no?
So that's why I have you all stand in front of me, so you get stabbed?
I am going to stand behind her.
You're going to be very far in the back, I can assure you.
Right. Well, maybe this will help. And I would like to use my glamours to make Alexandrite and myself appear slightly, because the two of us had to be bait, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I would like to use glamours to make us look like a displacer beast, slightly in a different spot.
Can you glamour this sweatshirt to look nicer than it is?
Kangaroo.
Sure.
Let's see here. Now I gotta find designer hoodies.
No, I actually have the hoodie actually up right now.
I posted a picture of Alexandrite's dress for you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That'd be what she'd be showing up in right now. All right.
So Richard pulls the knife out of
And this is
underneath
what
his-
I'm offering you.
Ew. And she's just kind of like is holding it up with like two fingers very delicately. Thanks. She goes to Maeve. Can you glamour this to look like something better?
Sure, I'll glam it up.
No less than like a $300 value, please.
I was going to go for 330.
That'll work.
Or just go Gucci and then you're hitting 2,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it already did cost 350.
It doesn't look like it costs 350, darling. Understand that appearances are everything,
All right, fucking
even
Gucci.
when you're bait, especially when you're bait. Did I agree to be bait? And she looks at Maeve again.
I think you did.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Okay.
You absolutely did.
Yeah.
Speaking of bait, I don't know how powerful your glamours are, but
Oh, well, let's find out.
Let's find out.
Let's see some rolls.
Can I tag? I don't remember. Did we have coffee again today?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Cool. I would like to tag that, and I'd also like to tag
You have a moment to prepare this, so take your time, I guess.
yeah, like take my time, but also I wanted to make sure I get this good, because last time I did it, it was subpar.
So
I want to show off because I'm in front of the sorority and everybody.
you have two of the girls kind of look. Do you want help?
I would love help.
Goldie
What's your
and
name?
Opal both come to join you.
Is that another +2?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
And what specifically are you attempting to do?
I'm attempting to make us appear displaced slightly, so that
If he attempts to hit you, it's harder, right?
yeah, and I would like, and like as part of that, I just like
Switch it up
Alexandra.
to a Gucci.
Yeah, switch it up to a Gucci.
Make it
So-
very gooch.
I shared a picture of the Gucci felted cotton, studded felted cotton. It kind of almost pulls the look of her existing outfit, pulling that black into the gray hoodie and pulling the sparkles across the front and helping it to form out Gucci.
I think it looked better without it.
Well, that's why I'm the influencer.
That's what everybody
darling.
says.
All about practicality.
No one wears Gucci because it looks good.
I wear Gucci because it looks good.
You wear Gucci because it says Gucci.
Exactly.
That doesn't make it look good. It makes it look tacky.
First of all, I make it look good. Second,
Third,
Alright.
can either of you lovely ladies convince our friend here who wants to be bait, maybe taking a glamour knife or something in case things go bad is a good idea.
but I have Maeve here. Maeve is my knife.
Phoebe speaks up. She's a white court. Why do you think she needs a weapon?
I've been trying to tell them that, and they're not taking me seriously.
Look,
I am going to roll.
I do not.
Because I can.
Samara,
Yes.
could I go ahead and activate my Echoes of the Future in ahead?
You can make an attempt.
Okay. I want to take coffee. I have a moment, so I want to use that. And I'm kind of annoyed because when we're going to fight, try to eat me before, and I want to get vengeance.
Fair.
Okay, so that would be conviction.
Pissed off. Yes.
So how much do I know about the White Court?
So, White Court can use their aura to basically cause empathetic reactions.
Was that 4 bonuses or 6? Because I don't know if the other tags that count as more than not.
So 2 for the coffee. G6.
Nice.
I can see the future.
All right.
See all possibilities.
You see the flesh cage trying to fight everyone, and Ethan running out the back of the cabin and into the lake.
Ethan,
Mm-hmm.
that was one of the party people, is it not?
It was specifically Nancy's boyfriend. Nancy's the one whose phone was used to send you guys a message.
Oh,
You have the look of somebody who just found something out. What was it?
so the flesh the flesh cage bastard is in there. So with Ethan.
Nancy perked up. Ethan?
Yeah, I peeked ahead a little.
Did he steal my phone?
I do believe so, and I think he's tried to set motion to Alexander and Maeve.
Oh, that's
And
what
the
we've
rest
been
of the team, no?
texting this whole time.
He's gonna try to run out the back while we're fighting the.
That makes so much more sense because your text messages weren't making much sense. It didn't sound like you.
So, do we want to set a trap for him in the back?
I draw my revolver. I think this might be trap enough.
The witches, Lydia and Jessica, just grin. We got it.
Oh,
You take
okay.
the front, we'll get the back.
Just be careful, okay? Do you have something to protect you from getting stabbed? Do you want my Kevlar?
Also, might be rude, but what is Ethan?
He seems human.
More importantly, why is Ethan?
Also, being asked if they have something to protect them from getting stabbed, both Lydia and Jessica pump their shotguns.
Hmm.
That is indeed a correct answer to that question.
Fair point. Very
So-
attractive.
I just looked to Alexandra and I'm like, I fucking love sororities now.
Me too. I'm so glad I joined. And she just like dreamy eyes at Lydia.
Yeah, we'll be setting up your rooms later.
I can't
Yeah, they
wait.
kind of rock.
Do you guys want me with you two or going in the front? Because
So-
I'm better at.
They tell you to
shooting.
stick to the front.
Okay.
Do you prefer the
Jessica-
front door or the back door?
Jessica, Lydia, Moira, Dahlia, Ashlyn, Goldie, Mina, Opal, Heather the Hag, and Reagan all go to the back.
I think they have it covered.
So you still have Phoebe, who is a white court. Specifically, Alexandra, she is a white court of fear.
Oh, fun.
Oh, fuck, what are those bastards?
Nancy, who is now pissed off and has started to shapeshift into a bear.
Also,
You have the Red Court vampire and her assistant. You have a Naga, and you have Catherine.
Okay.
Catherine is actively holding a cross and a Bible.
Does that work on corpses? I mean, like,
Because if you have faith.
True faith,
It won't
not
work
the
on me,
like
sorry.
televangelist nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, if not, the Bible is heavy enough.
It is a Catholic Bible with
It's-
all of the demonology doctrine.
It's probably heavy enough, yeah.
so for all of you who have the sight and stuff, my brother's like right next to me right now, right?
Well, your brother is only being seen by those who have already seen him. But
Correct.
yes, he's chilling out.
Yeah, I'm just letting them know, hey, be careful because like if you look directly at, you will start seeing him.
I think you warned him last time.
Phoebe speaks up. Anyone who's dumb enough to use the sight in a fight with this many supernaturals around deserves what they get.
Okay, fair enough.
That's why I'm happy I don't have the sight. I just kind of wing shit and it tends to work.
I take 2 long steps away from him.
All right. So Alexandra and myself will go in first, and everybody else is sticking to the
I'll
shadows.
follow behind you.
Yeah, same. Because you did ask Nancy, air quotes Nancy,
Mhm.
if your friends could come along too.
Mhm.
And Nancy said yes.
Yeah. Nancy also thought it meant your friends, as in the 6 of you or whatever. She didn't think
Yeah,
you were
but-
inviting the entire sorority.
That's what I meant, like us, not the sorority.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can go up too.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we ready?
Ready to
Nice
go.
delivery.
I stick my tire iron in the back of my pants so I can easily like draw it and stick my gun in my coat.
Okay.
You're just happy to see us.
A little of both,
So-
maybe.
When you approach, do you knock?
It's only
Yes.
polite.
Can we knock by kicking the door in?
You could.
Oh, is it dark? Is it light?
Actually, I can text.
There's light and music, coming from inside. It looks like it is being staged to seem like there is a party going on.
Yeah, I'll text Nancy's phone saying we're here and knock on the door. Assuming you know, bulk of the sorority sisters are all in hiding.
They are. You get a text back, come on in. I'm in the kitchen.
Should I take the lead? Proper acting, performance, and all?
Absolutely. I'm going to take 2 steps back just in case this is a trap. And something happens when we open the door.
Oh, sweetie, we already know it's a trap.
Yes, but they could have something at the door specifically.
You mean like a water bucket?
Oh my god, what if it's filled with holy water?
Then you just be wet and annoyed.
I'm thinking more.
What if they
like,
have true faith?
It doesn't affect you.
It might, though. And she opens the door.
That's only if they choose charity, which actually.
Oh my
The
god,
door
what if it's
opens-
filled with donations to orphans? She still
The
steps
door
through.
opens inward.
Ladies first.
Step inside.
Let's go then. Yep.
Let's go.
There is music. There is lights going on. There's something on the TV, like a music video.
Now, is it like the lights are actually on, or is it like dance lighting?
It's like
Dark.
dance lighting, but it's still bright enough. Like even at a house party with dance lighting, you still have ample light to walk around because it's a house, not a club.
All right. Well, they said they were in the kitchen, so I'm gonna start heading there.
Well, hold on. We have to really play this up. You can't just walk into the kitchen. You have to put your coats up. You have to, try some of the food. It's a party. Get in the party mood.
Okay.
Who would like to roll alertness?
I'm gonna roll alertness.
I'd like to roll alertness. I have that at a 1 now instead of a 0. I would like to take both I'm Not Crazy. No, I don't have that. Shit. Could I take I'm Not Crazy? Because I'm literally not crazy in this case.
You're also being paranoid, and I think that would play into your thing. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay, perfect. So that's
And
and
I
I'm
roll as
copying.
well.
Yeah, anyone who
okay.
wants to roll alertness can roll alertness. You get the +2
So-
from
Coffee.
coffee, and then if you have another aspect
I'm going to choose at the ready. Because,
Okay.
I mean, we already know and we're kind of
that's
planned.
fine.
Yeah, we know this is a trap.
I'm gonna apply fake it till you make it because she's encouraging them to act like everything is normal.
Mhm.
So being alert, acting like they've just arrived for a party is just like, wow, this place looks really great. You did a good job decorating. I love the style. She's just gonna really talk everything up and just keep this illusion going.
Kind of playing off of that, I would also like to tag what is normal because I'm trying to learn what normal is.
Okay.
I got a 4.
I have a 6.
Echoes of the future as well.
We got a 2.
That's a
All right.
6.
So if you got higher than if you got a 2 or higher, as you're looking around, you see behind the door that specifically opened in. Most outdoor doors will open outward. This door has been switched to open inward. Behind the door is a 7-foot tall flesh cage man that is clearly not necessarily human, but is wearing some sort of fleshy mask with a big ass barrel chest that looks like it could very easily fit any one of you, is just kind of standing behind the inward opening door.
I hold my coat out to it expectantly.
You what to it?
She she held out her coat expectantly.
It turns and looks at the coat and holds its hand out.
Oh, thank you.
It puts its hand in its flesh chest. Or it puts your coat in the flesh chest.
Wow, he's really polite.
Very polite. That's one, surprising, and two,
I'm going to lower. I'm
Disturbing?
Going to lower,
disturbing
And
is a
I'm
word
going-
for it.
and I'm going to call coffee, which is a +2. I'm also going to call mad science and the mystic arts because I know it.
Mhm.
So that's and I'm a Frankenstein, so that
Yep.
would be a +4.
Yep, and you're trying to figure out what's going on with it?
Just for how it was constructed, any weak points and how to
Mhm.
dismantle it.
Okay. So go ahead and roll.
Great.
Alright. So, this creature was clearly built off probably a football player, right? It has the flesh and bone and everything of someone that was reconstructed for a specific purpose. It is clearly built to be strong, but not necessarily smart or social. It is... The way it is responding is it was told a specific command. Something was presented outside of that command, and whatever little part of humanity is still there is what caused him to take the coat and put it away.
Oh, that's so nice of him.
It was polite.
So whoever it was at least either polite or understood a level of decorum. Either way, it was presented with an option outside of what its most recent command was, so it tried to fill that with an action.
I love that you broke this thing without even realizing that we would just take it off the rails. Good job, Shay.
Yes.
like, oh, coat here, coat.
Quote.
Oh, hole. I put things in the hole. Coat
And
goes
then
in
I
the
pick stuff up
hole.
and I put it down.
Coat
I,
go in.
So, are there actually any plates of food around shit?
It looks like it was appropriately staged. Some of the like hors d'oeuvres that are kind of out and about have some sections missing and stuff. It looks like it's meant to be a small party that other people are there for. But like, also, those of you who have gotten used to parties know, like, if this was a real party, at least someone is chilling on the couch drinking. Like, this is the kind of party an awkward person who doesn't know what an actual party is thinks a party is.
I pick up one of these plates and hand it. Enjoy.
Alexandrite's gonna look
Good.
around really disgusted, and she's just like,
Just
oh.
holds the plate like a server.
I'm gonna lean over.
We broke it. You definitely broke it.
You're leaning
Have
over.
all of you stepped in far enough that the door could safely close?
I'm actually going to make it so the door's not going to close.
Stick a little card in the.
How so?
I give you my tire iron.
I was going to stack the hinges so the hinges basically are stuck open.
Oh, that
there's
works.
yeah, there's an easier way to do that. And just like taking like a card or something. Maeve will just like tuck it in between where the latch is so that it doesn't actually click close.
That's fine.
Um,
So-
and-
Go ahead.
But as I'm doing that, I just lean over to Justin and say, "So, is there actually a person in there?"
It
Just
was a
whispering.
person.
Is it new?
There's some subtle personality left, but
I can work with
it's only
that.
going to follow as a certain thing.
Yes, seduce the 7-foot tall cage monster.
Undead cage monster.
I'm not
Undead
that
cage monster.
I'm not that kind of white court vampire, and it's a little prejudiced for you to assume so. She's just going to turn her nose up and actually walk up to the thing and just put a gentle hand on the arm. And I do want to incite emotion. And she's going to say, you want to put things inside of you. There's so many wonderful things that you can have for yourself inside of the kitchen. It's okay for you
Then-
to eat as much in the kitchen as you want. Put all of it inside of you.
It looks at the food and puts the food in the tummy.
Yeah. I want it, I want her to. I want it to go into the kitchen and just start
It
demolishing
then-
the kitchen.
Closes the door and stands in front of it.
Huh? Maybe he's not all there still.
Justin, you know
Yes.
what its most likely command was once they are inside, don't let them leave.
Mm-hmm.
So it has stood in front of the exit.
Which
To
the door
keep-
is open.
So it is closed the door. There's a card keeping it from latching. It is not trying to lock the door. It is responding to its command by just being a big thing in the way of the door.
Right. Anyone want to break a window?
Not yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the bottle of booze that we brought, and say, and just look to Alexandrite. So
It reaches for the bottle.
Oh, did it actually make it hungry? It's weird that it only reacted to part of what I said.
Probably the primary order overrides, but
You know,
hmm.
you've been through a lot. Here you go.
It
Oh my
puts
God,
the
can
bottle in the tummy.
Can we get it really drunk?
You
Oh,
notice
really,
it's not
bro?
eating it. It's just putting it in the
Just
cage.
putting it in the tummy, yeah. Hold on. Alexandrite grabs a couch cushion and hands it to the cage.
It puts it in the cage.
Another couch cushion.
It puts it in the cage.
Another couch
Chair.
cushion. We're gonna just start overstuffing
It-
this cage.
Puts it in the cage.
Yeah.
A
It's
chair.
kind of like pushing it up into the cage.
Yeah. We're gonna overstuff this cage.
Yeah.
It takes the chair and tries to put it in, realizes it can't, and crushes it
And puts it in.
and puts it in. There's
That's-
that moment though of like it just literally twisted its hands to crush this the way you would a can and put it in.
Quick question. What kind of alcohol did Maeve put into its tummy?
Probably vodka.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say.
So, what happens when you put a bunch of flammable things and alcohol into one location, gentlemen?
Pull out my
Well,
hairspray.
Now,
The bottle
I
needs to
will
be
say-
broken first.
You put a bottle and then you put in stuffing. There is not quite enough in there to cause enough pressure on the bottle to smash the bottle yet.
Somebody has a gun.
I am going to
Ah,
actually
yeah.
use conviction.
Okay.
I'm going to
actually try to, I guess, crush and make the bottle burst.
Let me check something for you.
Because technically, I think that would be. Or
Okay.
could I make enough static Could I make enough of a static shock to
I
actually
will
make?
say you have your hammer and you have a focus.
Yes.
You have channeling.
Mm-hmm.
That bottle has either a metal or cork top.
That was kind of.
So glass being sand, metal being metal, or cork being a earth substance, you could use your control to disintegrate the material. Now that would be a difficult roll because it's a high control thing. So you would do your conviction, you get the +1 from your hammer focus, you get the +2 from your coffee, and then what else would you like to call?
I would like to call. Hold on. Everything relates to another,
Okay.
which would give me another +1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to call Science of the Mystic Arts because I know how
You are understanding that this is a connection
alcohol and
between
earth
alchemy, did I say that right? Alchemy
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
and earth substances on the periodic table. That's fine. Because also you're not trying to dissolve the alcohol, you're trying to dissolve the container.
Yes.
So that would give you the
So
other
that would be a
+1.
+5.
Mm-hmm. Don't roll negative.
Huh?
Don't roll negative.
Will I at least be able to?
With a +5, if you roll a positive, you will make it.
So
Don't roll a negative.
Mhm.
You did not roll a negative. You rolled almost max.
You hear. If you've ever heated up glass so much that you start to hear that it starts with like a fissure in the glass and then it cracks.
It's that high
and it's
tone ting.
yes.
Is
So-
it on fire yet?
It's as if you're putting so much pressure on it. No, because there's no heat actually added. He's added pressure to the material to break the container. There's everything is now
He shattered
soaked
the
in
glass. He
alcohol.
hasn't lit
Absolutely.
it on fire.
I light my
So-
lighter
I put a
for
hand
you,
on
my good. Oh, okay. I
put a
stopped.
hand. I say, while you all are playing with him, I'm going to go to the kitchen. So you all enjoy yourselves with Anima here.
Oh,
I don't think there's anything actually in the kitchen. It's trying to keep us in the cabin.
Well, it's trying to keep you in the cabin. It was also clearly trying to stealth at some level.
Okay, so I light my lighter, put it in its hand. A gift for you. Enjoy.
It puts the unlit lighter in its tummy.
I lit the lighter. I said I lit the lighter.
Is it a lighter or a Zippo? Because lighters don't stay on unless you maintain a pressure on the button.
It's true.
Shit.
Is it a flip? Is it one of the flip lighters?
Which
Or
is
is
a
it? Or is it a cheap like plastic one?
No, I got a good one because I was planning on holding it open while hairspray.
Yeah. Then I think
Oh, it
I
is
think
a
he
Zippo.
I think he meant a Zippo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it puts the Zippo in its tummy. It very, very slowly starts to catch things on fire.
All right. Well,
How
while they've
close
said,
are you all standing next to this?
Not
Oh,
at all.
I take several steps back, the second I give it the gift. In fact, I'm going to go over to the living room so it doesn't have a clear line of grab at me.
And I was already trying to. I was gonna pick up some of the snacks and just casually munching them and try them out and see if they're any good.
So-
As I make my way to the kitchen and not
Has
be in the blast
Anyone
range.
ever actually seen an alcohol fire light?
It's blue, I
Yes.
think. And Derek was going with Maeve, so.
Because it has a little bit of pressure.
Mhm.
And this thing does have an open hole. So it catches on fire, and it just stands there as it's spewing out fire into a wooden cabin.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not my. It's not my cabin.
Yeah, I tried to calmly get the. Yeah, that's fine.
It's not my cabin.
I
It's just
mean,
standing there as it's being burned. None of you have tried to leave. So it doesn't have any reason to fight you right now. So it's just burning.
Okay, so why don't you all stay close, but not so close that you catch on fire, because that would be bad. But keep it here, and we're gonna go see what's in the kitchen.
why don't we all just go and see
Because
the
then it
kitchen?
will follow us. I don't want you to die or burn up, in the cabin, but if you keep it distracted, it will likely burn itself out before it burns you out. And worst case scenario, you still have windows.
Yes.
like how it's now just a dumpster fire cabin.
Well, it's more of a giant cage fire than a
You
dumpster.
guys see the side where there's still flesh melt almost, and some of the fiery crap is falling on the wooden floor and the carpet,
Yeah.
and it's starting to catch fire.
I'm
There you
going
go.
to
Times of the
actually
essence.
use trying to figure out.
Nancy breaks a window and sticks her head in to the side, looks, and goes, "Oh, you guys are good, right?" There's a talking bear head just like in the window. Because keep in mind, from their aspect, they were standing outside to provide you guys support. You went inside, nothing happened, and then all of a sudden they see fire in the windows.
So, kind of a good news, bad news. I think we're killing it. On the other hand, it's catching the cabin on fire, and if we leave before it burns itself out, it might try to eat us while on fire.
At this point,
I'm going to try to contain the fire.
Ethan,
With
while this is all happening, at this point, Ethan is stepping out of the kitchen and stares at the situation, including his girlfriend's bare head sticking through the window. What the fuck did you bitches do?
I shoot him in the knee.
I was gonna swing at his knee too.
I want to shoot him in the knee.
Please roll.
I'm gonna love it when we find out that this guy was just
I'm
another
using coffee,
another captive.
and I'm not crazy because I'm paranoid about this bastard. Is that okay?
Yeah, roll.
So I'm gonna enjoy when we find out that this guy was someone else who just got dragged into this and not the kidnapper.
Well, that's why I'm going for the knee.
Yeah, you kneecap him. He won't die.
You know, we'll
Just
break him out.
don't hit an artery.
Yeah.
it used to be an adventure. Then I
That
took a
is
bullet to
a
the knee.
That is a 6.
Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I like how this is. Hey, babe, you're a bear. Oh, I got shot in the knee.
Oh, he didn't say babe. He said bitch.
No, he said, what are all of you bitches doing?
Yeah. No, Brian implied that he was being much sweeter than he was, and it's like, no, he called everybody
No.
bitches. There was no babe.
I mean, he did call us a bitch, so I mean, he does deserve a shot to the knee.
Exactly.
But yeah, can I work on containing this fire?
You can't. While I
Alright.
look up how he's taking damage, go ahead and do that.
All right. Well, it's going to be coffee, and there is no ignorance.
He
So that
stepped
would be
he
it.
stepped out of the kitchen, hun. I know you were trying to get in there.
Be a 3 on my conviction.
Okay, you get a 6, so that's good.
What's with the rolls?
We have good bonuses right now.
Mhm.
We are on point.
I see this. All right, so yeah, fire is contained.
How are you containing it?
Trying to make the wood of this cabin is actually not nearly as flammable as you might think.
So you're
like a-
transmuting it.
Basically, into a harder wood.
What if you just make everything damp?
No, there's a type of wood that is he's not water, so that would be
Yeah.
more difficult for him than changing it. There's
Yeah.
different
Also,
types of wood that are fire resistant.
Hmm.
Also, I think it's more of a cypress wood is more fire resistant.
Yeah, you can Google it.
Yeah. Also with certain alcohol fires, same thing with like oil and stuff. If you try to make things damp, it doesn't actually put out the fire. So I think if I can just kind of make it more of in a central location around what's actually there,
Right.
it's gonna burn instead of burning down the house.
So Ethan gets shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Curses and goes back into the kitchen.
I
You're
don't
up,
like
He's
people
doing so.
dragging me into death traps.
As he's doing so, he calls out, "Kill them."
Well,
Can
I
I-
guess he wasn't innocent.
Um,
Can I swing at Ethan before he gets back into the kitchen? Because
Maeve was
we're
trying to do something first before
Yeah,
people
let's
keep
do
jumping
that.
ahead.
Yes.
I like at this point, I just kind of roll my eyes and I'm like, fucking boys, and I am going to try and can I use my am I able to use my channeling to like I don't know, freeze his shoes in place, like get his shoes stuck to the floor, like getting your tongue stuck to a lamppost in winter.
you can try.
Okay.
Now, there isn't like active water, so it is going to be a little bit of a high roll.
There is, however,
Yeah.
blood dripping down his leg.
Yeah, but blood doesn't freeze the way water does.
Fair.
Freezing the blood can hurt, though. I'm thinking,
Raising the blood could hurt.
I mean, you shot him in the kneecap. He has a shattered kneecap. He's in
Mhm.
pain.
That's why I wanted.
Abolition man.
Yeah, I'm just kind of following because he's limping, so. Let's see. I will tag the coffee, and I'll tag.
Okay, so Justin acted, Richard acted, Mauve acted. While you were casting that, Alex, are you making any move to actively physically do something?
Well, now that he said kill them, she is going to be heading towards the kitchen as well because
Okay.
her aspects are more social. So talking to this dirtbag is probably more her wheelhouse, not fighting the giant flaming golem.
Yep. And Derek, you're near the kitchen because you were already kind of headed towards the kitchen.
Yeah, I want to try to hook him with like the back of with the hooky part of the multi-tool, just kind of trip him up.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
In this kitchen, is there like are there like
Water cooler?
like yeah, like a water cooler or like juice or anything that has water in it?
So there's like a punch bowl and also there's a sink.
Well, the punch bowl will stain, so I'll just turn the sink on and use some of that.
So you are not currently in the kitchen, you are heading towards the kitchen.
Oh, all right.
So are you wanting to hold off on that and try the freezing thing first, or do you want to move further into the kitchen while he is trying to limp away?
I will. Well, my rolls have been kind of crap.
And Derek, you can go ahead and roll for your weapon.
Okay, coffee, offhand weapon training. Could I tag that he got shot in the knee with a gun?
Yes.
That's why I did it.
Does that also cost a fate point? Because
No.
No? Okay. So that's 6.
Yes.
And don't have anything more to add to that.
Okay.
I'll just try to freeze him in place.
Okay. So let me
Oh,
check.
5.
Derek. Okay, so he did not successfully get away from Derek. Derek, you have hooked him. Mauve, can I have your roll? So I do not think that is quite high enough to freeze something without without active moisture. And I think blood would take more processing than just freezing it.
All right. I don't know how I don't know how movement works in this either.
I'm basically treating it. You have an action and a move. So if you
Okay.
want to then move towards the sink past Derek and him, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Now, Justin, you are the
Yes.
closest one to the golem.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the golem is going to try to hug you.
I'm sorry.
Good luck.
All right. I am going to. I have my coat for protection and impact. I've got coffee. I also have the fact that I know how it's built.
Mm-hmm. Also, you're
Um,
pre-warned because, it was just shouted at to kill you guys.
So it's prepared coffee. I know how it works. Um,
Can he also invoke half melted?
I mean, I can call burning.
Yeah, but is that going to help you dodge it, or is that going to help do damage to you?
I'm
It's
going
also
to
pretty full.
actually.
You could put full.
Yeah, it
It's
might be
not
blood.
trying to put you in its stomach, though. It's just trying to hug you.
Mm.
I'm going to actually see about. I'm going to use conviction again, and if I take mental stress for this, I'm going to actually make it so the ground, I guess, tries to engulf it, so it sinks from being heavy.
So you're trying to do an attack when it is trying to attack you. Is that accurate? You're trying to counterattack?
Yes.
Okay, you can try.
So that would be hammer, coffee.
Hammer plus the stuff that you called.
Trying to think of everything itself, prepared, coffee, hammer. There was one more. Mad science. So
I think
that's
you get a
plus.
total of 6 from everything you called.
All right. Total of 6, and if I need to, I will also take a mental stress. So that's a total of 7.
Okay.
Just to
You
make this
have now you're taking a mental stress. You have an ability that lets you take a stress to add to your roll.
Sorry, I thought that was just how to make conviction heavier.
No.
Sorry.
No,
Okay,
you use a
never
fate
mind.
point.
Okay, never mind. Just a 6 to my roll.
Okay.
Nine.
And 4 is your conviction, right?
Yes.
Okay. You catch its foot. You are not quite strong enough to, fully have a great, massive engulfing, but its foot sinks.
Its
So-
foot sinks. So can
Trip.
I move out of the way?
Yeah. So what I'll let you do is do another roll with a +4 to avoid it trying to move forward and hug you.
Right.
So basically, if you botch it, then
Right. I'm trying to think. What's the?
you have like a +8. So just roll with a +8 to dodge, which is going to be athletics.
That's something I'm okay at.
Something I actually don't have, so that's going to be a 0. So it's +8.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a hint. If you had rolled 4 negatives with your bonus, you still would have dodged it.
Okay, fair.
So Golem is now on the floor, face first, with its foot stuck. This is also enough of a commotion that the other girls from like the back and things have started to pour in.
It's trying to kill us now, but it looks
Ethan
stuck.
is on the ground because he got tripped on his broken ass knee. He starts rambling off incel rhetoric about how all of you are bitches and he's a good boyfriend and just think the most toxic incel red pill bullshit.
Is Nancy inside yet?
Yeah, Nancy steps on his head.
Oh, I was gonna offer him a tire iron, but that works too.
She's in a form of a bear.
She's a bear.
Oh, right. Yes, that absolutely works better.
Ethan, Ethan. One, that's really gross and disgusting, and your girlfriend deserves so much better. You're lucky you were kneecapped and not castrated via bullet, so take what joy you can in that, because it was probably a
Trust
smaller
me, I was
target to
tempted.
hit.
He
I
also
was
does
tempted.
make an adorable bear.
Some of the girls are actively disappointed.
Hmm. I mean, admittedly, it was probably a smaller target to hit anyway, so going for the knee was probably better. So while you're rambling incoherently,
No. His head is crushed.
Oh, okay.
He's
So,
dead.
so like
Oh,
Hey, disregard.
a bear stepped on his head with the intention of crushing it.
I mean,
okay. Richard doesn't look so much grossed out as just kind of disappointed.
Nancy and
We
Bearphone
had-
kind of like rubs
What?
her foot on the ground to wipe it off.
We could have
we
we
ha-
could have found out more information before you crushed his head. I get it. I do.
But yeah, you absolutely had the right to crush his head. But
Yeah.
I wanted
I
to.
hate to interrupt, but there's still a flaming golem trying to kill us.
Oh, I'm aware, but I'm not able to do anything about that. You guys are the punchy stabbies. So by all means.
The witches who were in the back, where there's a lake, come in with buckets and dump it on the golem and dispel the golem.
I'm going to take the time to see if I can take it apart.
Take him apart. It is a man.
I would like to search the other corpse's body. You know, the person who used to be the big bad evil guy, whose head is currently missing.
One of the girls is helping to disrobe him.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat him.
I absolutely. I just want to like
Here's
see
his
if he
thing.
has.
She just like picks him up and goes into the bedroom.
Who was that now? That said that?
Mina.
Mina.
Red
Oh,
court?
she's the
Red
cook.
court.
No, Victoria is
It's
the red court.
Oh, okay.
She's the cook.
All we know is she's the cook. We don't know what she is.
Bro, you might now be the second scariest person I know.
Are there any? Are there?
Can I roll investigation to rifle through his clothes?
You can roll investigation. Rin, what did you want to say?
Are there any other rooms in the cabin?
Yes, there's a basement.
Curiosity is piqued. I'm going to head down to the basement because they seem to have this under control.
I'll join.
Same.
The
I'm gonna-
basement looks very familiar. Almost as if you saw a workstation that was designed in a similar way recently. This one's just a little more messy and like covered in a couple corpses.
Oh, shite.
Can I invoke Tangled in its web for like seeing patterns and whatnot?
You
You're
have not rolled
still
investigation
upstairs.
and you are investigating that.
Yes.
You did not go downstairs.
No. His stop.
For just investigating his things, no.
No. Okay, fair enough. I am taking
You
time.
can call coffee.
Yep.
He has
I'm
Nancy's cell phone and his cell phone on him.
I'm going to roll craftsmanship.
Mhm.
This is yours. I'm going to go through his cell phone.
Okay, Chris, hold on.
Sorry.
Brian, you are taking apart the corpse that is upstairs.
Yes. I'm rolling craftsmanship, coffee, and I know my work.
Okay. even if it's more your family's work than your work, but we'll allow it.
Okay, yeah. Mad science.
Okay. You can tell magic was used to enlarge certain points of this body. It was all made from one corpse. They did not piecemeal this tool. You can see signs that this was probably something slightly less than human. Having seen a couple changelings and shifters and things like that, you can probably place that this was probably some sort of half-human that was already naturally large, that was then enlarged in certain areas during the procedure to make it what it was. Looking at the brain and everything, the brain was pretty intact. There were necrotic bits that kind of tell you he didn't have much of his personality left. But there were still remnants of who and what he was. With parts of his brain changed to almost be computer-like in accepting and processing commands.
I'm going to take out a notepad and actually take notes too.
So that's what you're doing. That's what you're learning. Downstairs. Like I said, this looks eerily familiar. It's almost like looking at a mirror world of Justin's lab. You saw at Justin's place someone who was clean, organized, maybe a little chaotic with his organization, but still clinical. You saw remnants of Jewish faith. You saw care of, even though his studies and his practice were potentially dubious in the magical allowance, there was still respect to the bodies. There's respect to who those people were. You saw him work on Susan. You saw how he took care of everything. He gave thought to the fact that this was a person. When he created the Dybbuk box, he gave thought to making sure it was contained. He made sure that his procedure was done properly. It was very clinical. This one is far more what you might think of when you think about Frankenstein, the doctor who created a monster. This is body parts, dried blood, a clinical workstation that reminds you more of something like from House on Haunted Hill, or some other horror movie that took place in some sort of insane asylum where experiments were done on patients. You see a mummified female body that was likely the place where Susan's head rested. That is clearly been used as a possession. These things weren't people to whoever owns this. These things were possessions. These things were where he chose to perform an artistic expression and there's several books lining the wall. Ranging from things like what you saw at Justin's library to things that are clearly Necronomicon level bad juju necromancy books.
So, what do you think we should do with all this, Alexandra?
I'm sure Justin would think that all of this is important and something worth keeping safe. His family being who they are and all. Why don't you guys go tell him what's up here or down here?
Derek, maybe not. Don't touch any bodies.
I have future sight, not past sight, fortunately.
Oh, all right.
They might still need help with something up there.
I would like to separate any bad juju books from Justin's books. I don't. There's a weird feeling of letting. I feel like as a being part of the Winter Court, just handing over bad juju to a family that's notable for
Taking advantage of bad juju.
yes.
So you can kind of do some of it. Even some of his family books it isn't necessarily clear, having been down here and used by someone like that, which one's which. There's ones that you can definitely tell which one's which. And those ones are easy to separate out.
Would I be able to make a lore as a supernatural scholar?
Yes.
Alright, I will do that. Tagging coffee, supernatural scholar, and that's it.
All right. So some of his family books, this guy has a small collection. Some of them are singed, as if they were collected from a previous fire or something along those lines. Two of them look like they may have been bound in flesh. Now, you being part of the Winter Court and everything, you know, especially for medical books, that's not abnormal. But even to a degree with that, it's a little bit like tacky.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the ones that stand out to you, though, are the ones that are bound in things like Fae flesh. Or ones like a black leather. It looks very, very similar to mummified skin of your friend, who's the Red Fort vampire.
Oh.
Those ones you can kind of tell are a little more problematic.
Definitely removing those ones.
Now, what are you doing with the ones you remove?
I am. I feel like I take like If I don't have like gloves or something, because I don't want to touch them. They give me weird vibes.
Mhm.
But I do want to like if I don't have gloves or anything, I'll wrap them and I'll grab like a whatever pack I came here with and just like fold it around that.
So while you're doing that, one of the two sisters comes down, sees what you're doing, and it's Lydia, the younger. And she gently puts a hand on your shoulder. Don't remove them.
Why not?
We should tell Justin and see what he chooses to remove.
It's fair. That was what I suggested. Letting him know that these are here. She kind of looks to the other two, like, why are you still here?
Are you sure?
He's the expert.
All right.
Lydia thinks for a minute. My family doesn't exactly trust his family. And he may be the expert, but it will also be very telling if he chooses to keep some of these.
Well, I trust him. I don't think I trust his family. But let's see.
Lydia takes a seat. Thinks for a minute and then goes up, pokes her head up. Richard, do not come down here.
I look up confused. That bad?
A lot of corpses and
You have
bad
psychometry,
mojo.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I've
don't
been
come down here.
very careful not to touch this, and I'm holding up Ethan's cell phone with my bare hands.
Whatever you're imagining, it's worse.
But okay. As much as every part of me is screaming to be part of this, I will trust you that I should not be.
Lydia
Last time I
thinks,
touched a corpse,
I mean, you are welcome to come down if you're that curious, but they're telling you not to.
Lydia thinks for a minute and looks at you. Dude,
yes.
having you come down here is how I would choose to waterboard you.
So you're welcome
Right.
to come down here if
I'll,
you really want to, but they said
does
don't.
Does this cabin have a top floor?
Yeah, no.
I will move to the living room.
Okay.
Are there any other rooms in this cabin?
There's 2 bedrooms.
Alexandrite's going to head to one of the bedrooms and look around.
One of the bedrooms you know Mina went to. You're not sure which one.
She'll try the one on the left. I don't know what my options are here. I'm gonna try one.
Okay. Let's
Good try listening at the door. If you hear sounds, go to the other one.
Yeah, I want to definitely go to the one where she's not eating. I am cognitive of her very much going to eat in private. So if it sounds like she's eating in there, I'm going to do the other room.
You can roll perception
Okay.
or alertness.
I will do so, and I will just apply coffee because.
I'm just thinking you just walk in there and just
Can I apply a
shut the door.
+2 bonus and say something like epic mealtime just to not walk in on her eating?
Yeah.
Okay, so coffee and epic mealtime. 5.
You hear a little bit of wish
Yeah,
from one of the rooms.
I'm gonna go to the other room.
Okay.
My interest is just looking around, seeing if there's anything else telling in here, because this place looks lived in. It doesn't look like he picked this place just for an ambush.
Yeah, no. It's the top floor. You're kind of realizing very much looks like mundane, right? It looks like a nice cabin in the woods kind of vibe. Um, it's got the kind of conscious separation of someone who knows to hide their magic. And I mean, you went downstairs, so you saw.
Where they weren't hiding their magic.
Right.
All right. Anything neat or valuable looking in here?
No, he's a poor college kid.
Okay. Just gonna kind of rifle through stuff, turn things over.
You find one thing.
Mhm.
A signed copy of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
And that's going into the hoodie.
Are any of the girls in the living room, or are they all like elsewhere?
They are more or less moving around the cabin area. Kind of letting you guys and the two sisters deal with the other crap.
Can I pull Nancy aside?
Yeah.
How are you holding up?
I don't know, like shit.
Yeah, I get that, but
It's one thing to like find out that your boyfriend was probably cheating on you with your friend who went missing. It's another thing to find out that he also murdered her and turned her into a flesh puppet that he probably did naughty things with.
that is absolutely 100% accurate.
And I fucked him.
Yeah.
Well, in more ways than one. But fuck him.
But I did. I
Yeah.
have to like figure out how to sanitize my cooter.
I guess all I'm saying is you are better than he. You always will be better than he, and he just managed to keep up a mask. And I think you would have figured it out and did exactly what you did before he
I
managed to do anything
appreciate your
else.
concern
Yeah,
and appreciate you trying to help, but I feel like this is a little more of a conversation I need to have with the therapist.
I've been my own therapist for
That's
14 years
fine.
now, but fair enough.
That's fine. You're just also a guy who I met a week ago, and forgive me for, even though I think you're cool, not immediately jumping to listening to the advice of someone else right now.
Absolutely fair. I just guess I just want to help.
I appreciate that.
My eyes kind of glanced towards the kitchen, then away.
A text will arrive for you, and it'll just say, "Just don't tell her you're a nice guy."
Nancy thinks for a minute and then
Wait.
starts digging through the kitchen. Hey,
Is she still a bear?
yes.
Yeah,
We were invited to a party, right?
Yeah.
Pulls out like booze from a clearly booze cabinet.
How far have I gone through the top corpse? Because I'm about to probably head down.
You're probably good with the top corpse at this point.
All right. Um, I am gonna pull like a lot of like kind of the supports of how it was actually made, and just
Mhm.
kind of store them away, and then I
Okay.
will actually head downstairs.
Good luck.
You do have one of the girls, Reagan, looks at you. Do you want this downstairs?
Huh?
Reagan looks at you and says, "Do you want this corpse downstairs?"
The
What
cage
all
can-
is down there before I go down?
Mm. I haven't gone down there. I know Lydia's down there and your friends went down there.
I say we can leave it right here for a minute, because I mean, it's kind of stuck to the floor.
Okay.
It is kind of stuck to the floor. I didn't really remove the foot. So
Re-
yeah, I'm gonna head downstairs.
Okay. You see what I described? I believe, is Derek still downstairs?
Yes, I am.
And Mauve, are you still downstairs?
Yep.
So you see Derek, Mauve, and Lydia downstairs.
I am going to roll an investigation. Coffee and understanding a workspace.
Okay.
Not necessarily family's work. Because I think this place is atrocious
Mhm.
in the way it's kept. Hey, yeah. I got a 3.
Okay. So you don't fully understand this layout or anything, but
No, I go, this place is atrocious.
mhm, you do have a slight inkling in the back of the head that this is the kind of thing that caused your mom to not want to be involved in magic anymore.
Just downright disrespectful. You all seem to get physically agitated and irritated.
Mhm. So Lydia's watching you. And your friends are down there. Beyond getting agitated, what do you do?
I mean, are you guys holding on to the books?
No. It looks like they may have looked at some of the books and then put them back.
Okay, I'm going to look at the books. And I'm going to go, let's bring them.
What books?
Well, I
Lydia.
just say, let's grab a box and we can bring them out.
Lydia gets the box and starts putting them in. Where
I
are
would
you
like-
bringing them?
I was going to actually have them in a place where I could study them.
You want
Lydia
All
everything?
of them.
looks at you. It picks up one that is bound in fey flesh that has frost on the pages. Holds it up.
As
You
what?
want to frost on the pages. You want to study this?
I'm going to do a lore on whether or not. Is it a family book of?
No. It is not connected to your family in any way.
All right, I'm just gonna do just a straight lore, and I'm going to go coffee and everything relates to another.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it is something to learn from, and whether or not it's something that Justin himself wants to know. It's knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no ignorance. So that would be a 4. Because this also leads to my trouble. There
Right.
is no
Well,
ignorance.
so you know there are evil books, but you also know even evil books have knowledge.
The question more is,
Does knowledge matter more to you than morality?
is there a safer way to study the book?
Not necessarily. It's a magical book, so you can't deal with it that way. You could publish the book and send it to the masses, which can remove power from a book, but that doesn't mean the book still couldn't corrupt you or someone else.
So it should be locked away. Or can we rebind the book?
The information inside the book is the problem.
So he's just trying to burn the book.
Well,
Some knowledge is more dangerous than not knowing it.
this is currently all thoughts in his head.
Oh, yeah.
If you actually say we could burn the book, I'm going to look at you and go, that's what the Nazis did.
This is
No.
Wrong.
First off, fuck you.
I
Genuinely, fuck you. Second off, it's bound in fey flesh.
Lydia looks at
I
you
can
dead in
feel-
the eyes while they are speaking and just says, I have an answer for you, Justin. You can have your family books, and if you attempt to touch any of these others, I will kill you.
Fair.
I am going to destroy the other books besides those that belong specifically to your family. Is that understood?
How loud is all this?
Can I get a fate point for this? Because it is dealing with there is no ignorance.
You can get a fate point.
Yeah, this is my trouble.
You can get a fate point.
And then I guess it's kind of just scholarship of a summer of what could be in the book.
You have been simply asked a question. Do you understand that this is what she is doing?
I understand, and I just kind of like rub my arms as if I'm like, oh.
Legit, I think dog's gotta go out.
And I just kind of be like, all right, I'm rubbing my arms like, we want to read that book, but you know what? You're gonna take it.
Let me
It's out of-
explain something to you very carefully. You said burning the books is what the Nazis did. My father is what your ancestor made. In this situation, you're the descendant of the Nazi, and I'm the descendant of the Jew, or I'm sorry, Jewish person. And I am telling you in no uncertain terms. I am not handing you Mangla's journal on notes on how to do your experiments on me and my kind. You made the Nazi comparison. Just
Oh
wanna
no,
let you know.
I completely did.
No, she's just saying you made the Nazi comparison, and I'm laying out where that stance is right now.
And I go, yeah, I completely did. And it is that thing of knowledge, and it is the. But I'm also
As
going. Vangela's journal had knowledge, but you're going to take those, and it is not my course. It is not my book to have.
yeah,
So
we
as
pulled
much
out
as
the
I,
ones that are only your family books. She seems to clearly have almost as much knowledge as you do, at least in recognizing what is your family. She takes the rest of the books, and she walks out.
curiosity,
I
is there also my journal?
Yes, and it is returned to you.
I would like to stop her real quick and just point out the books that I've recognized as being corruptive. And would I have recognized any books that aren't corruptive?
There are books that are not corruptive.
I'm gonna point to the uncorrupted ones and say those ones are safe. If you don't mind, I would like to make sure they go somewhere safe.
I'll read them.
He's not allowed to see them.
I give a nod.
She hands them to you, and then she takes the others. Majority of them are corruptive.
Yeah. One more thing. I would like to watch as those ones get destroyed.
Sure.
Could I have come back for this exchange?
Yeah.
Okay. And she just kind of looks and she's like, "What you guys got there?"
Books that need to be destroyed.
Ooh, a good old book burning.
They're magical books. Realistically, burning probably won't work. We have to disenchant them and seal them in appropriate ways.
Ah, well, that's much more fun, really.
What can I throw at Alexa just because?
Yeah, no, she wasn't there for that conversation, but it's still dramatically appropriate.
But yes, I just like randomly chuck something at her.
I mean, if you're picking up something out of this room,
it's probably
you
an
probably
arm.
don't want to chuck it. Now, if you have like a wad of paper or an old receipt in your pocket, that would work.
It's really hit right in the side of the heart.
The spleen.
I'll just very casually reposition Maeve to take the hit for me.
It's a penis.
Glamours. Excuse me.
Exactly. I'm not where he was aiming. You were.
Well, there's one other order of business then. I'm going to message Jessica and ask if she has any knowledge on helping any residual remnants of the dead move on, because there are a lot of bodies down here, or a lot of parts of bodies.
Jessica would come over, stick her head down. Austin, some of the girls down here to help clean up. And once that's good, we'll probably end up burning this place.
So, I did put a message in the
Yep.
Discord.
So-
But I think after we're done with this place, we might want to call the police.
You want to call the police down here for this?
Explain we killed a murderer and found the body, and it's
You did.
I
you guys
mean,
did
I
just. You
s- I
guys did
say
just. You guys
we-
did just. You guys
I
did
say
just help
we-
kill
I
someone.
say we leave.
Reagan looks at you guys. We burn this place down and I'll report it to the mountain.
That's probably a much better idea.
I like that plan.
It's the authorities. All right.
They'll
I will
find
be
the
right
bodies
back.
in the
Yep.
fire.
So, real quick, he's taking a break to go to the help his pup out. While he's doing that, how late do you guys want to go today?
Another 45 minutes at the most puts us at
Okay.
3 hours.
So, what I might do then is, since we actually are at a decent stopping point once he comes back, I'll, cover a couple things when he gets back and then do that. You guys are going to get a refresh point.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna run to the washroom as well.
Yep.
Just a refresh point, or do we get a refresh point and something else?
Skill point.
Okay. Refresh and skill, you said?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Cool.
And then do glare.
I might push up my guns. How do we improve our refresh on this sheet?
When you hit add on stunts and powers. Also, that's base refresh. Base refresh.
Hmm.
So you'll change feet in the water to up to your waist, and that will up your refresh.
Okay.
Actually, that also gives you guys 25 skill points, so we're just gonna up the power level. Not, so you'll get, like, 5 skill points.
Ooh.
Because you guys
4.
are at 20, 21. So it'll bring you guys up to the next level.
Awesome.
So up to your waist.
Because right now you were at feet in the water and now you're at up to your waist.
Back.
Okay. So you guys
Fish.
are increasing your power level. I am going to do a quick summary of what happens at this point. Justin gets his family books that were missing. He gets his journal back. The less dangerous but still problematic books were given to Shay with instructions not to give them to the person who is already has a library of potential necromancy. The other books are broken down by the witches, using the water and how many of them there are to create a ritual. You guys clean up below. Specifically, the ones that do the most of that cleaning up are Mina, Victoria, Brianna, Heather, Reagan, and Jessica and Lydia, they clean up down there so that Catherine can go down. She then is able to do religious rites to cleanse the area using her faith. And then once it is cleansed to a degree, and everyone is out of the house and everything has been looked through and all of that, there is a controlled burn of the cabin. At that point, everyone is able to head back to college. Alexandrite and Mauve are informed that their rooms for the sorority will be ready in a week.
Mm-hmm.
The guys get a text message that they have been given references to allow them to pledge to a fraternity.
Is that fraternity also magically inclined?
If you ask, they tell you who gave them the recommendation. It's a safe assumption.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they let you know that Pledge Week is in like 3 weeks. In addition, all of you do get a text message from an unknown number with a date and time for a meeting at the Grove. The text includes, I'm a representative of the mountain, and your attendance is required to discuss recent activities.
Cool, we get to go see the mountain.
You have the strangest definition of cool I have ever met.
Well, we're not in trouble.
Are you sure we aren't?
Why would we be?
We didn't do the kidnapping. We stopped the kidnapping.
No.
Now, do you really think that he was the only one doing what he was doing?
I will admit I did want to interrogate. There was a reason I aimed for the knee.
Yeah, I also wanted to have a chance to talk to him, but everybody seemed a little overeager today.
I mean, that is a consequence of getting everyone involved. You have less control over the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I'm
And I mean,
semi-decent, but
to be fair,
that's a lot.
to be fair, you set a thing on fire.
I mean, I set something that was trying to kill us on fire, yes.
Yeah, I'm still surprised it just kind of took the bottle and put it inside itself.
Maeve kind of broke his program.
He seemed nice. I would have liked to get to know him.
It was my lighter. I was the one that gave the lighter. That's what actually set the fire.
Oh well, all right. You can take all of the credit then.
Yeah. It definitely was your lighter that burned the thing to death, and not all of the flammable contents inside. You're right.
Well, yes, but you're making it sound like I didn't contribute there.
No,
Maeve,
we're making it sound like you were the only contributor.
What would that be?
No.
You
We all
kind of
contributed.
lost your coat.
Yeah.
Would you like me to make you a new one?
You had a coat?
She gave the coat to the cage.
Oh. Well, hey, look at it this way. When he set it on fire, he did you a favor. Remember that he's responsible for starting the fire, so he did you a favor.
Would you like me to make you a new coat?
I would accept that as an acceptable tribute.
All right, I guess I got a weekend project.
I appreciate it.
You're all the weirdest group I've ever met. You're the closest indifference I've ever had.
Nobody here seems weird to me except you, maybe.
I'll also take my sweatshirt back if you're not going to use it.
You know, grass is always greener.
It does stop looking like Gucci.
Yeah, that's already off and handed back.
So, how bad was it down there since I never got to?
All right. Imagine
If you have to ask, don't.
Imagine it is the worst massacre you've ever seen, and then turn that, then multiply that by 5, and then add 3.
Oh, here, seen the movie Health of a Thousand Corpses?
It's worse than that.
I know, but it's a good baseline because then you can just exponentially make it worse.
House of a
Thank
Thousand
you
Corpses,
for-
if it was not restricted by ESRP rating.
That, yep.
Thank you for not letting me go down there. I did not need to faint again. Or vomit, or...
I would think your head might explode.
I need my head attached. It kind of keeps me alive.
A quick mechanical question. The extra 5 points, is that in addition to the skills we already were given, or?
So the jump, instead of you getting 1 skill point, I'm just giving you however many it takes to make you up to 25.
Gotcha. Understood.
Okay, so 4 then.
4. Yeah. I've already done some readjusting.
Let's see.
Was the box like body parts then?
Books.
We also got 1 refresh, right? Or how's that work?
Yes.
Yeah. That
So I
comes
wasn't able
through.
to change that.
So
Uh,
on your character sheet, where you have feet in the water for your power level, if you
Yes.
click that and change it to up to your waist,
Oh, okay. It's changed.
and then your skill points spent should be 25.
Yes.
Because right now it says 27.
Oh no. Yeah, how do I take that down?
how much does that gun one cost? I'll have to check that. So, Justin,
Yes.
in the end, do you think it was worth it to have taken them with you, or are you regretting it?
What are you talking about?
The whole... I mean, your whole thing is knowledge, and apparently a bunch of books got burned. I don't know the exact context, but you seem a little twitchy. Just a little
I
bit.
have my books, and I shall study them. If I get the chance to read others and find information that I don't have, I shall read those.
If the
Speaking,
books are screaming at you, maybe you shouldn't read them.
probably shouldn't read those.
It's not that they're screaming at me. It's a matter of what knowledge I don't have is knowledge I would like to have.
That there it. Man, listen to me.
So,
There are things you do not want to know. There are things so beyond us you do not want to know.
Richard's brother. It's like, I can teach him.
I go pale. I am now pale. No.
his brother says
No, you
he'll teach
can't.
you?
You can't. He can't see you. Think whatever deities there are. He cannot see you.
Richard, think of it this way.
Okay.
Knowledge is worth knowing as long as you know you can do it in a safe environment and know what you don't know.
You
Oh,
can't.
okay, that made no sense. That made no sense whatsoever.
No.
You can't know what you don't know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Exactly. There you go.
That's like playing that game that was going on 10 years ago, where you say I lost the game.
Did you really just bring that back?
Okay.
That is going.
You're amazing.
I look at you and go, "That's going on my tombstone. I won the game.
Look, but you just lost the
What
game.
game?
So
I lost the game."
It's
What?
over. You lost it.
Game? What game?
The game. How are you not aware of this?
I think we've established I didn't exactly have many friends growing up. What game?
She just laughs and walks out.
Seriously, what game?
All right, if you want him to play the game, you're gonna have to tell him what the game is.
I've already lost the game.
You did lose the game.
you can go ahead and tell them what the game is.
So now that you've heard about the game, you are now officially playing the game. However, you cannot win the game unless you actually put it on the tombstone of your grave.
No, you
Because
just
every time someone says, "I've lost the game," you officially have lost the game. So I've lost the game.
If you think about the game, you lost the game. Now that you're thinking about the game, you've lost the game.
This game is stupid. I'm not playing.
You are
No,
already playing.
You've
You
already
cannot
lost.
not
You're already
play.
in the game.
You don't have a choice. The moment you hear about the game, you're part of the game.
I refuse to participate.
All right. I think I'm going to get some mail ready. So you boys enjoy your evening.
Absolutely.
And this is probably a good stopping point.
I would like to ask, how many of those magic books did I get? Because I know most of them were bad juju.
3.
3, perfect. I can send one to each of my parents and keep one.
Can I see the one you keep?
No.
I already made a pact to not allow that, so no.
Now, these books are still not great. They're just not actively corrupting. They still contain dark rituals, dangerous rituals, necromantic rituals. So just do be aware of that.
Okay.
Of thy family books, I now have more knowledge of everything.
Specifically, the books that he had were about making and adjusting homunculi from the undead as servants and tools. So you do have an increased access to that knowledge. He was clearly trying to gain more, thus why he did things like tried to steal your books.
Fair.
So, do we get another asterisk now too?
We can discuss that at the start of the next game, if that is something that all of you guys want to do.
I'm gonna need your help adjusting the character sheet properly. Since we did get a new refresh, do we get a new part that we can add?
That's what a refresh is.
So
we got
we
one
can
more
look through, and we can either take a feat or we can take.
You can take a feat, or for example, you have channeling. If it wanted to be upgraded to thaumaturgy or a vocation or something, you could do that if you have enough refresh. So basically, you can upgrade your stuff to whatever, or you can I just went brain dead. Or you can get a new one.
Something new.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna get a gun trick, maybe. I have a week to decide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't know how I adjusted it, because I put it back to the way it was, where it was at like 24, and now it still says 27.
We can get back together and do that. I'm not gonna stress out about it right now, but
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
Not the tired people.
Good game, everyone.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
That was fun.
That was.
Still let me pull. Oh,
semi apologize for the book burning.
I mean, you've also established that your character's Jewish, so it might be a little of a soft point.
Yes. That's why I did it. However, it is harsh.
Wee bit,
yeah.
And Alexandra, I do apologize if I throw a penis at you.
You didn't throw a penis at me, you hit Maeve.
No, he only thinks he hit me. It hit the illusion.
That's fair.
You're all children.
So I will let us go ahead and sign off. And we should meet again next Sunday.
All right, sounds
All right.
good.
Alrighty.
Great game, everybody. Thank you for watching. This, of course, has been the Fated Seattle Files, Dresden Files role-playing game with the Fate Core system. You can catch us again next week, Sunday at 7. Have a